Hello and a very good morning to all our viewers. You're watching the morning news show on CNN News 18 and I'm Sakshi Singh Lichori. Over the next 30 minutes, we will be walking you through the top headlines from the nation and across the globe. At the top of this segment, taking you first to the state of West Bengal. Well, the Supreme Court yesterday ordered protesting students and doctors in West Bengal to return to work by 5 p.m. by today, warning that if their boycott continues, it cannot prevent the West Bengal state government from taking any disciplinary action against them. Now, the top court's orders came while hearing the case of the trainee doctor who was raped and murdered at the RG Medical College. During the moto petition hearing of the case, it was revealed that 23 people so far have died and 6,000 were affected due to the ongoing protests. In response to the Supreme Court's intervention, doctors have now outlined their demands to the West Bengal state government. They have in fact stated that they will return to their duty only if their conditions are met. The doctors, in fact, are now planning a march to the West Bengal Health Department and have set a 5 p.m. deadline for the state government to address their demands as well. Meanwhile, the victim's mother has launched a fresh attack on West Bengal's Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. She has accused Banerjee of lying, claiming that compensation was indeed offered, contrary to Banerjee's earlier dismissal of bribery allegations as quote-unquote slander.
কলকাতা পুলিশ কমিশনার আমার কাছে নিজে এসেছে অনেকবার পদত্যাগ করার জন্য গত 7 দিন আগে কলকাতা পুলিশ কমিশনার আমার কাছে নিজে এসেছে অনেকবার পদত্যাগ করার জন্য গত 7 দিন আগে
You have said in that letter that you will resign from the TMC as your member as a member of parliament because you have primarily said that you were pretty upset and disgusted by the manner in which the state government responded, or the lack of it, to the RG car protest. Can you elaborate for our viewers what specifically you found lacking in the response of the state government to the doctors and their protest?
See, it's about a month since the agitation is going on. Okay, I wrote about it on the expiry of 1 month. Not a single day goes when there's not any major protest. I use the word major protest, not just processions and all that. Not a single day has gone when there's no major protest. The junior doctors in RGKar are on strike for a month. Most doctors, junior doctors all over the state are still on strike in spite of the Supreme Court's request to them. More important than that, or equally important, is the fact that people are out in the streets every day. And people means people of all levels. Yesterday, there was this huge procession of rickshawalas. The day before were Swiggy delivery boys. So I'm giving you examples. The day before was mothers of school children. I mean, no section of society seems to be unaffected. So I had to raise a voice saying that whatever has been the strategy of the state government is not working.
But tell me this, the state government's contention is that, look, it's been exactly a month since this very, very unfortunate crime happened. Within 24 hours, the Kolkata police apprehended who they believe was the lone accused, the lone suspect who carried this out, Sanjay Roy. And then it's been 3 weeks plus since the CBI took over this case, and they've not made one new arrest in this case. Yes, Sandeep Ghosh has been arrested, his associates have been arrested for corruption, not for the rape and murder of the junior doctor. So what more would you have them do? This is the question that the state government and the TMC representatives are asking. So what more can they do, and should they have done?
That's perfectly factual, and they have to give it, the CBI has to give a report. You see, I have written in the letter that while a large section of the angst is against the case, the anger is that justice must be done and things like that, there are distinct components. One refers to who actually raped and killed. That's a point that's under inquiry of the CBI. Second is, what is the level of corruption that was prevailing that led to such an impasse? That again, the CBI is inquiring and has, I believe, found certain evidence. Third is a wider issue of maladministration within the college, with the principal notwithstanding. There are other elements. So here again, the state government has started suspending and taking action against people. But as I said, if this same thing was done within the first 3-4 days, people's anger would have subsided, may have subsided. The fact that it's done almost so late, I have written, is too little and too late. Now, we have to confront the reality of people coming out on the streets.
Okay.
So there are these distinct issues, and the RG Corps students have to be spoken to. Now, the Supreme Court has rightly said that they must get back to duty.
Correct.
They get back to duty, but they get back an aggrieved lot. So you have to build confidence, build bridges somewhere. So these are the issues on which there is this pent-up anger. My fear is the pent-up anger. It's there every day.
No, so you say there is pent-up anger, and like you said, different sections of society are protesting. The Swiggy boys, the rickshawalas, who may not have anything directly to do with RG Car. It's just popular anger that's coming to the fore. But what may this mean democratically? What may this mean electorally? Because even today, if elections were to be held, the conventional wisdom, the prevailing wisdom seems to be that Mamata Banerjee will come back to power.
She would come back to power despite whatever people in certain quarters say and think. She would come back to power. The fact is still there is cause of disgruntlement, and that arises not from this single rape incident. It would be myopic to view it as a single incident that triggered all this anger. The general angst is against the lifestyle of these many of the political chaps. Now, I have made it very clear that I have seen worse corruption in other states. But when I ask somebody, let's say in Punjab, let's be more specific, they say, but it's there for the last 70, 80 years. It was there during Pratap Singh Kairo's regime. Bengal, unfortunately or fortunately, has not gone through such learning experience. So there's a hyper anger and hyper emotionalism about the fact that if I have to go for this, I have to pay money. If I have to do this, I have to pay money. Somebody comes and does dadagiri here, somebody steps up a stall there. So there is a general frustration that needs to be reined in. You see, I am not speaking against the TMC as such. I am speaking for the rectification of the TMC's attitudes and policies. That's all. Because I know for certain, I have said that I am not going to be political and I'm going to stick to it. Because I find that I am completely misfit in it.
Okay.
I found within few months that I'm a misfit, but I decided to carry on for the greater cause of raising several major issues in Parliament.
As we have already said that all the directions of the Honorable Supreme Court with respect to safety and security will be followed in like earnest. So far as lighting of the campuses, CCTVs are concerned, those things will be provided immediately. The government has already earmarked 100 crores for this purpose for Health Department. They are in the process of planning things, and in some of the places the work will start very soon. We will be consulting all the stakeholders also, so as to have their suggestions and guidance as to in what way or where exactly appropriate locations would be in order to provide these facilities. Besides that, the basic infrastructural facilities that are required in terms of washrooms, restrooms, that will also be provided, and that will also be started immediately.
कोर्ट देख रहा है, पूरा देशवासी, पूरा कंट्री, सब सेक्शन से each and every one with solidarity with this incident. So हम चाहे कि जस्टिस के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट से आज कुछ ना कुछ राय या ऑब्जर्वेशन हमारे तरफ आए.